What a contrast you can expect with Explora. While the experience on board is among the best you'll find in the cruise industry, they have other aspects that are among the worst. The stories I'm about to share will show you exactly what I mean. Get ready for tales of the impeccable service on the high seas and frustrating incompetence back on land. This is the story of a cruise line that is truly a tale of two worlds. The journey was meant to be a seamless transition from a transatlantic flight to the serene beauty of the Aegean. But for one family, a small disaster struck before they even boarded. Their luggage, packed with formal wear and resort chic outfits for a week of sophisticated dinners, was lost somewhere between their home and Athens. To make matters worse, they arrived on a national holiday in Greece, leaving them with no options for shopping and facing the grim reality of boarding a luxury cruise with just the clothes they had on their backs. I first noticed them because they were dressed head to toe in Explora Journeys logo gear shirts, hats, even what looked like branded socks. It was a bold-fashioned choice. It was a bold-fashioned choice, to say the least. When I heard them speaking Portuguese, I approached them to say hello. That's when they told me their story, a mix of panic and utter exhaustion. They were mortified. But the moment they stepped aboard the Explorer, it was as if they had entered a different world. The onboard customer service team took immediate ownership of their predicament. As soon as the ship left the dock, the team gave them early access to onboard shop and generous credit. They were able to get a minimum of clothes to use until their luggage arrived, trading their logo emblazoned uniforms for something a bit more dignified. The true magic happened then 2 days later as the ship pulled into the picturesque port of Mykonos. A staff member personally delivered their luggage to their suite. What could have been a week of stress and discomfort became a testament to Explorer's extraordinary care. It set the stage for a week where every interaction, every detail felt like a masterclass in service. Explorer's ambience is typically one of understated elegance and quiet luxury. But on this one cruise, the ship was transformed into a floating carnival of joy and celebration. A Brazilian couple had chosen the Explorer for their destination wedding, bringing along a vibrant entourage of 150 friends and family. From the moment they boarded, the ship buzzed with infectious energy. The quiet corners of the ship filled with lively chatter and the sound of laughter echoed down the hallways. The cruise line, in an effort to accommodate their larger and spirited group, went above and beyond. They even brought an international host on board, specifically to assist to many Brazilian guests who had difficulty with English. The usually sophisticated evening parties turned into spirited celebrations with the dance floors overflowing and the music lasting into the night. It was beautiful, unexpected clash of cultures, the selected European luxury meeting the boundless warm energy of Brazil. For many guests, it was a delightful surprise, me included. The wedding party brought a unique electric vibe to the cruise, reminding everyone that luxury isn't just solitude. It's also about shared joy and celebration. The ship staff embraced the festive mood, and the whole cruise felt like one big, happy family. It was a beautiful example of how Explorer can adapt its experience to its guests, creating a truly unique and memorable sailing. And for that couple, it sure was. There's a certain kind of tranquility you find on the upper decks of Explorer, especially around the Helios pool. A beautiful shallow basin of water surrounds the lounges, keeping your feet cool and creating a serene, almost private oasis. A guest in search of a quiet spot to get some work done found the perfect lounge chair in the shade. The setting was idyllic. The sun was warm, the breeze was gentle, and the view of the Aegean was breathtaking. She was settling in, placing her laptop on the lounge, and then fate intervened. In a split second of misjudgment, the laptop slipped from her hands and plunged into the 2 inches of water. It was a silent, tragic splash. The electronic brain, full of work and precious files, was gone forever. It was a stark and sudden reminder that even in a perfect sailing, a simple accident can have devastating consequences. The staff tried to help, but there was nothing that could be done to revive the wet device. The story, told with a mix of humor and chagrin, became a cautionary tale on board. It was a moment of vulnerability in an otherwise flawless journey. A reminder that while the ship protects you from the world, it can't protect you from yourself. Explora's solo travel program is designed to connect guests traveling alone. And Emil, the host, was excited to welcome the 12 solos on the sailing. But when he arrived at the designated meeting spot, he found a deserted lounge. No one showed up. The mystery was perplexing. Why would 12 people sign up for a solo group, then vanish? I joked that they must be part of the Brazilian wedding group. And to my surprise, Emil confirmed it. It turned out these guests, while traveling without a partner in their cabin, were anything but alone. They were part of a massive, pre-existing social group. Their days and nights were filled with celebrations, parties, and reconnecting with friends and family. The Solo Travelers program was a wonderful idea, but in this unique circumstance, it was a victim of a lively, joyous, and wonderfully chaotic wedding. It was a funny little anecdote that perfectly highlighted the vibrant, unexpected social dynamics that we can see unfold on a cruise. The Explora Lounge on Deck 11 is a place of quiet elegance, a sophisticated retreat where guests can enjoy a drink and listen to live music. At 11, on Deck 11, a special kind of magic happens. Special kind of magic. The resident artists, a couple of singers, and a musician begin an intimate, interactive jam session, taking requests and sharing stories. It's a highlight of the evening, a chance to connect with the talented performers in a more personal setting. But on this particular night, the session took an unexpected turn. A beautiful lady from the audience with a confident smile stood up and asked to sing with them. Everyone politely clapped, but I saw a few people roll their eyes, thinking, oh, here we go. Let's just be polite and let this would-be singer have a moment. As the lady took the stage, she fumbled with the microphone and dropped it. The loud thud echoed through the room, but a few people cringed. She picked it up, smiled, and began to sing. What followed was breathtaking. Someday, darling, you'll come to me. Once you settle down, oh, one fine day, we'll meet once more, and then you'll love the love you threw away before. Her voice was pure and soulful, filling the lounge with a warmth and power that captivated every person in the room. She was natural, performing duets with the singers and effortlessly weaving her own style into the music. The jam session, which was supposed to end at midnight, went for another hour as the audience clamored for more. The lady turned out to be a former professional singer, brought a new energy to the lounge, and the story of her impromptu performance spread like wildfire across the ship. It was a magical evening that showed that the most memorable moments on a cruise often come from the most unexpected places. Now, let's talk about the ugly side of Explora experience, and I've given it a name, the tale of the anxiety factory. This is what it feels like to deal with their customer service before you get on board. It's a stark, frustrating contrast to the perfect service you received on the ship. The call center is a labyrinth of inefficiency. You email them with a simple question, and the only response you get, oh, I'll take a note and come back to you later. Then you wait and wait. A simple conversation can stretch over days, sometimes weeks. For me, trying to resolve an issue with my Explorer Club enrollment and a status match took 3 months of relentless effort. I had to contact them almost daily, repeating the same information over and over. It became an exercise in persistence. The staff seemed to have no real knowledge of the product. They couldn't explain the differences between room configurations or help with basic booking issues. The system for booking specialty dining is also a nightmare. It won't let you make a second reservation on a longer cruise, and when you call for help, they are of no use. The biggest frustration, though, was their utter incompetence with something as simple as booking an excursion. For my past cruise, we were trying to book an excursion that had only one spot left for the three of us. The representative insisted we book a single spot and then put the other two on a waiting list, which made no sense. This constant back and forth, this feeling of talking to a wall, is what makes the pre-cruise experience with Explora so incredibly stressful. The contrast is shocking. The moment you step on board, the service is flawless, but getting there is a true test of patience. And this difficulty isn't just for customers. Their own travel advisors face the same frustration, with every problem requiring endless emails and delays. So there you have it, the tale of two worlds. The pre-cruise experience with Explorer can be a source of immense frustration, full of headaches and unanswered questions. But, and this is a big but, it is absolutely worth it. The moment you step on board, that frustration melts away, replaced by an unparalleled level of service and a truly magnificent cruising experience. It's the contrast between the chaos of the call center and the sense perfection of the ship that makes the journey so memorable. It's a testament to the fact that sometimes the greatest treasures are found at the end of the most difficult paths. Speaking of the Channel group cruise, because we had so many issues with the booking process, Explorer was kind enough to extend our registration deadline. So if you're tempted by the incredible onboard experience but worried about the booking process, join our group cruise. You'll have a professional travel agent handle all these headaches for you. Check out the video here to learn more.